Dr. Farid Uddin Khan sir, on our Honorable Provisy and our chief guest today to give a speech.
The chair of today's session, the special guest, Professor Farid and their students. Very good morning. This is the maiden space from my part and from the University of Russia. I welcome you in this extraordinary session. As an academician, I really appreciate this event. This sort of initiatives is very enthusiastic. I mean, it will get students more enthusiastic and inspired for set their goals, for future goals as well as their higher education ambition. Again, I would like to thank Department of IR and the students. Your motivating participation really very inspiring for me and also for the department. So I just would like to add some few words about today's event. I understand today's event is about the higher education and career development. So we like these two words, isn't it? Because when we first came into university, we think about future goal. So setting goal is very vital in your life. So how can you state your goal? It's not easy task, isn't it? Because sometimes when I ask them what do you want to be in future, so it's a very difficult question, and at the same time it's very difficult to give the answer. But we are in a stage that you have to actually decide what is your goal. That's the reality. And to do that, you need to explore it, and you need to explore your interest. Where is your interest? You have to learn. You have to know yourself. Where really put your interest, and what do you feel interested doing, and where is your main interest? That need to be identified first. And so suppose in some cases we are just impose something and we do not get interest, and at the end of the day we get frustrated and the outcome is not much favorable for us. So that's why. But in our case, the reality is that most of the cases, for example, there are many physicians and many other disciplinary people. They get job in somewhere they don't have any background or any interest. Like some people who getting their masters or graduation from engineer background or medical background, they are getting the administrator. I mean, public service. They are coming into the public service. So that's actually the mismatch. In all cases in our country, most of the cases mismatch is the match. But most of the cases we get by chance, but not by choice. So that's the reality. But I believe that if you are determined something, it's not difficult to achieve that one. Because you have that potentialities, you have that capabilities, and you can achieve it. If you dream it, you can achieve it. I learned something from my very beginning of my education career here. If you are seriously determined, human has such a power. You can imagine what power lies in your heart, in your brain, So if you dream something, and you can achieve that thing. You just imagine that how people reach the moon, or how people. Like few days back, we noticed that how the machine can catch the rocket from the space. Can you imagine that? What is happening? Why is happening? Because some people they are really very they can dream something and they have this potentials and capabilities to implement it. So point is that you need to set your goal. Why do you want to go? What is your destination? But then to reach that destination, there are different alternatives. For example, if you want to go to Dhaka, you can go by train, you can go by air, or you can go over just walking on foot. So there are different ways to reach your destination. You have to say which one is comfortable for you, on the basis of your capabilities. So if you are very rich, you can go on air. If you are a student, let's go to the bus or train. It's more comfortable for you. So there are some constraints, obviously, every people have some constraints. So on the basis, provided this constraint, you need to take the decisions where you want to go and how you can to achieve this goal. So that's the first thing. And to reach this goal, then the preparation. So I think the theme is that preparation. First you need to planning preparation and then actually the action, isn't it? But sometimes it's very simultaneously happens. So you need to decide first where you want to go and how can you go there on the basis of your constraint. For example, you are studying here as a graduate student, but your dream is to be a doctor. Is it realistic? No. But so if you want to go abroad or USA for higher studies, it's very much realistic. And then how can you prepare yourself? First thing you need to, I understand that personal development is there is no alternative than personal development or capacity building. And so how we can do capacity building? So university is such an environment that directly helps you to build yourself. So you have many limitations. We have limitations at the same time, but it's still what we have is sufficient for any students to build themselves for future career. So you have to utilize your time. You know, at the end of the day, time is the most precious thing in your life. If you don't utilize your time, you cannot achieve anything. So every second is very vital for your life. So what is getting past, it will never come back. So you just value your time and you set your goal. And if you set your goal, if you dream something, automatically your brain, your body, your thinking, everything will cooperate you. Just remind something. You want to go to a picnic in the morning, early morning at 6 a.m. You can never wake up in the morning, but at that day, when you dream that I will go with my friends and I will enjoy something there, automatically you will be awake. So that's the power you have in your body, in your mind. So you need to awake it. You have to if you just click this one, everything is possible for you. And you need, if you want to go abroad or anywhere, if you just go to have for higher education or for career, you need to build your skill. And that's why, you know, there are technical skills that you need to learn and digital skill at this time. You need to learn how to write email, how to send email, and how to use different softwares, handy softwares. So that's technical knowledge you need to be learned here. At the same time, soft skill is very important as well. You need to communicate yourself with your teachers, with your mentors, with your potential supervisors. That's very vital. So soft skills must be developed here. So in that case, department can help you initiating different clubs, different organizations, so that you can build your capabilities and soft skills. Like at the end of the day, this is a market economy, because I'm basically from economics, so you know that nowadays education is a product as well, isn't it? If you invest more, you will return more. So that means what happens in case of product? You need to sell it, and you are a product, human resource. You are a resource. I mean human resource product, and you have to sell it into the market. And how can you sell it? Like when new product come into the market, they just describe different features. These are different. They launch through the different programs. Like when the new iPhone came into the market or Samsung phone, they officially launched it. They just tell their features. What are their extraordinary features? How can they could help you in the daily life? So like when you are into the job market, you need to tell yourself, so what potentialities you have, how can you help that organization? So that you need to sell yourself that, okay, I was involved in such and such, I have these capabilities, I know this and that, and I'm confident that I can contribute a lot for the development of this organization. So that's why you need to actually express yourself. So they don't know about you, how potential you are, then you have to tell yourself that, okay, so these sort of things you know, and so that's your, so selling to make presentable, at the same time to communicate with your potential, I must say the career people or the higher study or supervisors, you need to sell yourself. So that's the main point, you need to know that. And finally, I just want to check because we have a very potential and very potential speaker. She has a burst of experience and knowledge about this higher study as well as future career development. She must be a good choice for you. I hope you will enjoy that. But at the end of the day, the potential. So nowadays we tell about, the word which is mostly discussed among ourselves is the mastermind, isn't it? So you are the mastermind of your future. That's the point. This is the take-home word I am saying for you, that you are the mastermind of your future, own future. So you are the owner of your future. So what you will show today, the fruit you will get tomorrow. So that's you need to remind it. So you have potentialities. By this time you have come here through different competitive filtering system, isn't it? So that means I'm confident that you are much competent. So there is no doubt of that. Now you have to just utilize your time. You have to be very determined. You have to do hard working, and then you can achieve anything. Whatever it is, it's a higher education or it is a career. So it's quite similar. But particularly for higher education, one thing you need to know that networking is very important. So you have your seniors, you have your teachers, you have your mentors, professors. You need to communicate with them. You can utilize this networking for the higher study. So I don't want to proceed anymore. So I wish this event successful, and I hope you will get some very good ideas. And it's not an end. It is just a journey. And so there is no last answer of the question. So you have to question every time, and you have to grow and learn every time. So society is evolving very sharply. You have to be very flexible. You have to be very updated. And knowledge is the power. You know that, and information also the power. So you have to be very smart. Smart in the sense that you have more information, more knowledge, more ideas. That's the smart. It's not that you are very, you came into the very new grades or very expensive. It's not like that. Smart means I say that you are more informative, more capable. You are very, you are enthusiastic to learn something new. So that's the way actually. So again, so future, you have endless opportunities in future, and that you have to utilize it. You have to be confident. So at the end of the day, you are the mastermind. Again, I'm saying that, and you just think why you came here and what is your ultimate goal. And to reach that goal, you have to spend your time very prudently and efficiently. If you can do that, I must sure that you can achieve that. So thank you very much, and thank you for inviting me here.
Thank you, sir, for making time from your busy schedule and give an amazing speech. I think we will all remember your advices in our journey of life. Now, I would like to request our main speaker, Dr. Farid ma'am, to come up and give an insightful speech to us.